A woman once told me she couldn't remember his name, she couldn't remember his face, but she never forgot how that one conversation made her feel. Stop. Have you ever been in a conversation with a woman where you felt like, we're talking, but nothing is actually happening? No spark? No pull? No moment where the energy in the room suddenly shifted? Today I'm going to show you one single question that makes a woman remember you. She goes home and tells her friends about you. She replays your conversation alone at night. But before I reveal that question, I need to tell you a psychological truth that most men never discover, because without understanding this first, that question won't work. And this truth, it's so powerful that most men go their entire lives without ever realizing it. Let's begin. I'm Emily Carter, and you're watching Female Game, where we talk about attraction, connection, and human psychology that nobody else is telling you directly. Today's episode covers 3 things. Number 1, the biggest mistake most men make when talking to women, and they don't even know they're doing it. Number 2, how attraction actually forms inside the female brain, according to science. Number 3, that one question, the one that makes her remember you forever. But before we go further, drop in the comments right now. Write, I'm ready. Because what you learn today will permanently change how your next conversation goes. Be honest with me for a second. When you talk to a woman, what do you usually do? Do you tell her about your job, your plans, your ambitions, your achievements? And then what happens? She smiles. She nods politely, but emotionally. She slowly disconnects. Why? Because attraction is not built by her listening to you. Attraction is built by how she feels about herself when she's around you. Harvard researchers found that when a person talks about themselves, their own thoughts, their own experiences, their brain releases dopamine, the same chemical released when you eat your favorite food or hear music you love. Meaning, if she gets to talk about herself while she's with you, her brain automatically begins associating you with that good feeling. And that feeling? That's what attraction is made of. Is this magic? No. This is neuroscience. But does she just need to talk? Or is there a specific method that makes this work? I'll show you exactly how in the most important part of this episode. Right now, comment below. Has this ever happened to you? A conversation where you talked but felt zero connection? Just write, yes, it's happened. You are not alone in this. I once spoke to a woman who told me about a date she went on 3 years ago. She couldn't remember what he looked like. She couldn't remember the restaurant. She couldn't remember what he did for work. But she remembered exactly how that conversation made her feel. She said, he asked me questions no one had ever asked me before. I actually felt interesting. That one sentence contains the entire psychology. People don't remember facts. People remember feelings. And the person who creates that feeling becomes unforgettable. In psychology, this is called the feeling of being seen. And it is one of the most powerful emotional needs the human brain has. When someone feels truly seen, not judged, not evaluated, just genuinely understood, their brain releases oxytocin, the chemical responsible for trust and bonding. Trust plus bonding equals attraction. But how exactly do you create that feeling of being seen? There's a specific approach to this, and I'll walk you through it in the most critical part of today's video. Do you know what the biggest enemy of attraction is? Pressure. When a woman feels like she's being evaluated, being judged, her brain goes into defensive mode. She starts filtering her words. She hides her real self. She stays closed. But when she feels emotionally safe, she opens up. She becomes real. She connects. Emotional safety doesn't mean agreeing with everything she says. It doesn't mean pretending to like everything she likes. It simply means giving her space to express herself, to be imperfect, to be real. And that safety is created by one thing: genuine curiosity. When you are truly curious, not performing, not trying to impress, she feels it. And that feeling pulls her toward you. If this is making sense to you right now, share this video with someone who still believes attraction is about being impressive, because what they believe is costing them real connection. And this video can change that for them today. Now let me tell you something brutally honest. Most men do one thing in conversations without even realizing it. They seek approval. They try to say the perfect thing. They try to appear impressive. They hope she validates them. And this constant approval seeking, she feels it instantly. And neediness? It repels. But on the other side of neediness is something completely different: presence. Presence means you are fully here in this moment. You are not performing. You are not calculating the outcome. You are simply there, grounded, calm, engaged. And that calm, grounded presence, it is magnetic because it signals emotional strength. And emotional strength, that attracts. And here's the most fascinating part. The moment you stop seeking her approval, she starts seeking yours. That shift in dynamic, that's when everything changes. So how do you practically build that kind of presence? And what is the specific question I mentioned at the very beginning? It's finally time to reveal it. You've been waiting for this. The question is, what's something about you that most people don't notice right away? Now think about what happens inside her mind the moment she hears that. First, she realizes the conversation just moved beyond surface level. Second, she starts reflecting on something personal about herself that she rarely explores out loud. Third, she senses that you are interested in who she actually is beneath the obvious. That combination creates emotional intrigue. She might share a hidden passion, a personality trait she's never described to someone before, an experience that quietly shaped who she became. Whatever she shares in that moment, a bond forms that doesn't break easily. But here's the warning. The question alone is not the magic. Your response after she answers, that is the real magic. When she answers, do not redirect the conversation back to yourself. Instead, ask, how did that start for you? Ask, what does that feel like? Ask, what do you love most about that? Stay curious, stay present, stay in her world. Let me show you exactly how this plays out in real life. Scenario: you meet a woman at a gathering. What do? Where are you from? What are you up to this weekend? She answers. But inside, she's emotionally flat, the emotionally intelligent approach. What's something you could talk about for hours without getting bored? She pauses, she thinks. Then maybe she says, I've been really into photography lately. You do not say, oh, I love traveling too. You say, what does photography mean to you? Is it just the photos? Or something more than that? What she says next, that's not just information. That is her inner world. And when she lets you into her inner world, she cannot forget you. 3 practical rules to remember. Rule 1. Listen twice as much as you speak. The ratio should be 30% you, 70% her. Rule 2. Depth questions, not surface questions. Not, where have you traveled? Yes, what place changed how you see the world? Rule 3. Reflect back what she says. If she says journaling gives her peace, you say, so writing is like a reset for you? That small reflection communicates one powerful thing. I am actually listening. And when someone feels deeply heard, they feel emotionally safe. And emotional safety is where attraction lives. Let me bring everything together now. Attraction is not a trick. It's not a line. It's not a technique. Attraction is a feeling that grows when someone feels more valuable because of time spent with you. The man who understands this, he stands apart from the crowd immediately. He doesn't try to impress. He creates space. And she walks into that space, willingly, naturally, without being pushed. Emotional safety, emotional openness, emotional connection, attraction. This is the real psychology. This is what makes you unforgettable. Not your job, not your stories, not your achievements. The way she feels when she's with you. That's the only thing she'll remember 5 years from now. Today you learned why trying to impress actually creates emotional distance, how attraction scientifically forms in the female brain, the hidden power of emotional safety, neediness versus presence, and which one actually attracts. The one question that makes her remember you forever, and exactly how to use it practically in real conversations. Your action step. starting today. In your very next conversation, no surface questions, one depth question, one genuine moment of curiosity. That's it. That's all it takes to begin. Now do 3 things. Like this video. If it opened your eyes to something you hadn't considered before, comment below. Write, "Today I choose to listen differently." I personally read every single comment. Subscribe, because every week we go deeper into the psychology of attraction, connection, and what actually works between men and women. And share this video with someone who still believes attraction is about being impressive. Give them the truth. I'm Emily Carter. And remember, attraction is not created by trying harder. Attraction is created by connecting deeper. When you create emotional safety, she opens naturally. When you stay genuinely curious, she feels valued. When you remain present, you become memorable. I'll see you in the next one.